Hey there, folks. Welcome back. How's everyone doing? Well, I just get everything else set up. But how you guys doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. So I guess whoever gave me those messages last time, they were listening, so they gave me a few more, and I tried to explain to them, I don't, 100% believe, and then it's just, I always have something in me to feel like, how could anyone even call themselves a mother and talk about their kids like that? But then again, like I said, if I've heard her say awful things about other people before. And I talked to some other people that knew Shanny for a while, and they also agreed the same. That, if it ended up being her, there's no surprise either way. But still, because I can't independently verify, I will always say, please take it with a grain of salt. I'm just going to read them. We're just going to have a good time and read them and kind of laugh at them. I was talking to people about it on the Discord. I read a little bit and they thought it was funny. So I'm like, yeah, why not? While we're waiting for Shamu to make her triumphant return. That and do you guys have you noticed that Rev's channel, the RevSpeaks channel, is gone? So once again, we have another channel down the tubes because I looked for it and it's just not here. So there's that for Rev's channel. I'm sure he's thrilled with it. But you know what? Maybe it didn't get terminated because usually when it comes to stuff like this, Shanny makes him take his channel down. And the fact that when I try to click on it, like instead of the termination button or the termination screen doesn't come up, the what do you call it? Just it's just nothing comes up. So that tells me that he might have privated some things, but that's okay. That's okay, folks. But again, not I'm not surprised. Let's see who's here today. Mirror Bear, how you doing? What's up? Hey Shamu, how you doing? Hey Sarah. Hey Twisted, what's up? Hey Monty, how you doing? Hey Moon Bunny and Lisa. Hey Cody. Astralis, what's up? Yeah, so we're just gonna like it's not gone. He changed the name. Yeah. Oh. Oh, he did. Oh, what did he change the name to? Because like I couldn't find it, and I'm like, but serve Jesus now. Okay, you know what? Hold on a second. Hold on. Now, I will fix this in real time. Yeah, because you know what? I thought G Man's channel was gone, and then I found out that he privated it. Serve Jesus is the name now. Serve Jesus. Okay. Serve Jesus. Serve Jesus on a platter. It's so funny. It's so funny to watch the most non-religious people talk about Jesus. Um, what is his picture? You know what? It's probably like I swear it's. He thinks that this is gonna stop people from criticizing him, and that is just not how that works. But but for full transparency, even though Rev did make that video and he said that that what you call it, that here, hold on. Channel name changed. There we go. Yes, because I have no problem fixing things on the fly. No problem at all, folks. But thank you for telling me. Because sometimes I don't know. I just know I always check it out and then like I'll look at it and be like, oh, it's not here anymore. um but yeah, that video that he was talking about, that last video where he was talking about, I don't know, was it Jesus? It's always Jesus, folks. But I just feel like he thinks that, saying all this stuff, about Jesus is going to shield criticisms from Shanny and everything else. Like I said, I'm waiting for the day when they actually get kicked out of the way you call it. They get kicked out of the uncles. I mean, a lot of people are saying June 1st now. I don't know. I did hear a rumor that that's why Shanny did go to the hospital to get some extra time. I don't know. I can't find a serve Jesus. I guess I'll just look for that later. So what I'm gonna do is here I'll show one of these things and then I'll play a video. And then we'll just do it like that from last time. So yeah, apparently I found out quite a bit of people got these messages. And like I said, who knows if I, about belief, I mean, anything taken from the internet, you always have to take it with a grain of salt. But here, let's start off reading one of these. And then, like I said, I'll play the video. I have 3 text message stills. But guys, thanks for hanging out. Please I do greatly appreciate it. And I think, I guess this would be the first one. Put a little something on. Okay. This one says, "Hey, hello. Here, can I help you, Shanny? So you are bailing on me at this point? No more financial help? Like you promised, this is between me and you. Jason's still clueless." And he is a clueless man. This person says, "Shanny, no, I am not getting connected any longer. Enjoy your meth." And again, that one's a hard one for me, to believe that she would tell somebody that. But on the other side of that coin, guys, you have to remember, Shanny did have a mod, a good friend. Her name was Megan. And Megan Hiltz used to make these videos, and she was on a bunch of things, we'll just say. And she said she saw a meth pipe in their bathroom. That's what she said. And she was really, really, really good friends with her. So, does the punishment fit the crime? Yeah, definitely. Especially with the way they act. And this is not the first time I've heard that. But, for her to keep telling people like that, unless she has completely given up, I'm trying to look at this from all sides. Delta SIGs on someone else's dime. Matter of fact, ask DHS and their foster parents. They are there forever now, Shanny. Well done. I told you I didn't care anymore. My kids were never on my side. Rev's a tweaker. yes, we've all heard. So, yeah. So, that's the first one. Like I said, I really want to show this video. And then we'll get to part 2. So this video here that I want to show, it's called "I'm Back Again," and for an unedited version and without hearing me, please check out Fat Courtney Love, an archive channel, a decent archive channel, has a lot of these older videos. In this one, Shanny talks about what happened to her while she was at the jail. She was at the big house. Lower this. And let's check it out. Thanks for being here. And then within 10-15 minutes, I'll show the next one.
Sorry, that was the housemaid. Seeing if I wanted room service. I don't know.
I'll try to find Rev's other channel or Rev's new channel name, whatever.
I don't know. I love that man. truly love that man, and I miss him. This has to be over with soon. This has to be over with. This is a nightmare. You know, though I'm staying at a really nice hotel with a pool, I think I need to go to Target and buy a bathing suit. And I think I'm just going to take a nice swim until the court case is resolved, or until the DA decides to stop being a fucking asshole and fucking take away the fucking restraining order, because both of us want it gone. Damn well know.
Okay, so, and like we always say, what happened here? Okay, you know what? Maybe for a better understanding of what you're looking at, maybe a little explanation is warranted. You know, I think that's a good idea. So there's another video. It's only about 8 minutes that kind of explains, you know, what happened to them. They went out, they partied, and then she called the cops on Rev because Rev wanted to not hold her hand. I don't know, during the whatever you want to call it, during the fat Pikachu, Detective Pikachu. But here, hold on, I'll look for it. 1 second.
We want our family to be railroaded by the system because they decide what's domestic violence or not. You know, without any of the parties' permission. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? Like, the government can come into your household, declare that there was a domestic assault, even though there wasn't. And not allow the parties to talk to each other at all. Like, this is bullshit. Like, how could the government decide something they didn't even see? Like, how could they, like, we both said nothing happened, but yet they claim something happened. How does that make any fucking sense? It must be MK Ultra or TI or something. Yeah, he's got some bruises on his legs, but not from me. He didn't have any marks on him.
Okay. All right. So we'll get back to that, because this is just in case anyone's coming in here and you have no idea what Shanny's even mad about. I mean, okay, so she's in a hotel, I think the Hilton Hotel at that point, after she got arrested. Why did she get arrested? Well, right here shows everything that went down, and it's really a short video, but it's very well informed.
We're happy. So I'm going to describe to you exactly what happened on December 15th, as best as on May 15th, because
Okay, I was gonna say that's funny if it was December 15th. You know what's weird? Rev just predicted December, because December also a bad thing happened. That's when Shanny got real drunk and threw up all over the kids' things around Christmas time. Merry Christmas and all, right?
I believe that's the date. It's May 15th or 16th, something like that. I'm gonna explain to you what happened that day, okay, as best as I can remember it, and with the correction of a person that wasn't having mental issues and wasn't having wet brain issues at the time, because there's a correction from what I remember, okay? Because I admit that number one, I was drinking that night, so right off the bat, thanks for the thumbs up. So here's basically what happened. We had a great day. Like we started off going to this bar. It's not a bar. It's a brewery here in Boulder. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I'll lower this a little bit, the playback speed, because it is funny. Okay, so this is the brewery that they went to in question, because of course those idiots took pictures of everything.
So we went to this brewery that had foods, and I had a meal, and they had a special on beers.
Okay, so beer flights, choose 4, which they did. And this is the problem. Instead of Shanny saying to him, hey, Rev, you don't have to drink because I'm having a drink. You know, maybe you shouldn't. She didn't give a shit. You know, she only cared about her, she only cared about partying it up. She didn't say, oh, maybe you shouldn't, or maybe I shouldn't drink in front of you, even better. Now, throughout this video, I don't know if the kids were with them, Because if they were, then that means Rev was driving around all drunk, and Shanny was as drunk as he was. They were both drunk. It wasn't like Rev was drinking and Shanny wasn't. They were both drinking.
Like it was like you could try different beers. So it was like a tray of like 4 cups like that of beer, right?
And there it is. That's big Shanny's big hand, and they're just drinking, I guess, with the 4 cups down there, or the 4 cups.
So Shannon and I both got that, and that was the first mistake. I should not have fell off the wagon. That I fell off the wagon. That was me falling off the wagon, and it was a bad decision. Period. And that decision alone should have set up the rest of this so that Shannon wasn't in trouble at all.
What up, drag?
Okay, I'm just gonna pause that there. So you hear that? So I shouldn't have drank so Shannon doesn't get in trouble. Dude, seriously, first of all, she's supposed to be the mom. And whether she went out with you drinking and left the kids at home to like starve as usual, that's kind of like messed up. Or even worse, like they were like around the area while you guys are sitting there drinking. Because right after this, you go to a concert and then you go to a movie all in one day. I don't know. The timeline of this is kind of a little confusing.
I have an offer for you, baby boo. So, me and Jason, see, that's him right here.
Right here, Thunder S. Thompson.
Yes.
Reborn, you know.
Me and Jason, we want to go and spend money for you and your wife and your child to come here and what's up? How you doing, man? Anyway,
Hey,
Drake,
David. What's up?
we want to go and
They were already drunk, and Jason didn't want to watch the kids' movie. That's what started the fight. Hey, David, were the kids with them at this point? Because in this video, it goes from they were at this brewery, right? And they started drinking, and Rev really got into it. And then they went to a Korn concert, and then after the Korn concert, they went to an arcade that was built into a movie theater before they watched Detective Pikachu with the 2 boys. Were they with them the whole time, or just after the Korn concert?
we want to go and pay for you and your wife to have a vacation up here. So how about it? You and your wife come up here, and we will be spending the whole weekend at the Stanley Hotel where The Shining was taken. How about that? Would that be fun for you and your wife?
That's right.
Would you like that?
Put me on camera.
Here.
Put me on camera. See, I am Shannon's manager, so I can tell you for a fact that she does an amazing show. And I'm not going to discuss exactly what that is, Drag. That's going to be a surprise. But yeah, Gary Moore would love to see that shit, but he's not going to get to see that shit, man. This is Hollywood shit, so you got to come out to Colorado, and we're going to remake The Shining, man. That's it.
All right, so how about that? You and your wife come out here. You know how to get a hold of me, Drag. We'll be chilling out at the Stanley Hotel. We'll be doing like ghost crap or something. Anyway, I just thought you would know. Would you like to do it? Anyway, Draggy Poo.
Oh my gosh, TV. He'll be there, man.
I love you, dude.
He'll be there. He'll be there, man.
Anyway, I love you guys. Peace. Maranatha.
It's wasted on beer. Yeah, it was strong shit, dude. Like the beer that from this place it had to be like the some of the stuff probably 20%. It was strong. So I had one of them. She had one of them. So we go to this restaurant. We have drinks. So we already drank at this restaurant. I felt it a little bit, not much, because my tolerance is huge because I'm an alcoholic, right? But my tolerance wasn't as high now because I hadn't been drinking for a year at all. Nothing.
Yeah, folks, we're at the Pepsi Center.
Okay, see, because it sounds like he's pretty wasted here, but oh no, this is in August. Okay, thank you. So I guess that they probably went and did this was separate. Okay, thanks. I just wanted to make sure. So that was in May, and then this was. Yeah, when he went to go see Korn, which I've shown that video before. There's more of that video.
So my tolerance too was low, right? So So I partake in this alcohol, and I felt it a little bit. Okay, so after that, we end up going to see Detective Pikachu.
What up, my people? ShannyForChrist here.
And she was drunk too.
And as you can see, I'm at an arcade. And
So then they drank at a bar, and then they went to an arcade with the kids that was built into the movie theater. And the thing about that is, like, later on that night, Shanny wanted to hold his hand. He didn't want to hold her hand because he was drunk. He's probably like, what the hell am I doing with this woman? Because apparently as soon as she got in touch with Rev, she had him stop drinking immediately. And I think when Rev drinks, the real Rev comes out. He's like, what the fuck am I doing with this woman? Well, I don't want to take care of her.
not only that, bitches, but it's an arcade at the movie theater. And we're going to see Detective Pikachu. And I'm really inebriated.
Oh, thanks,
So
David.
it's going to be a good time.
Okay, so there's that one. Just a little rundown on that. And you know what? I will show the second, the what do you call it? The second second one of these that I got. Okay, is this it? Sorry, folks. I'm just making sure that this is the right one. All right. And this is where I started to go, this is kind of weird. So after that first part of that text message before, she says, oh, and apparently after you leaked these, people said it was fake because I would never admit to things like that. And I did see in the email that was sent to me, I was definitely not the only one to get this. I was probably the 7th person to get this. Yeah. So it definitely was not just me. I'll tell you that. I was like the 7th person. Told you no one knows the real me and what I'm capable of. Well, you're capable of being a piece of shit. I mean, if that really is you, because this just paints you in such a bad light. And if these are legit, I hope the CPS sees them and has a copy. You know, in fact, I will make sure that they get a copy. The person says, wow, well, glad you didn't mind. I'm not scared of you, Shanny. You have no future. I do. And she says, you don't realize when traders dox us, it just keeps telling attention and money coming, right? Now I don't know about that. Cool, then I'll be sure to share all this, and like you, people can doubt these all they want. I have nothing to gain, and you already lost everything. And Shanny did lose everything. I mean, that part is true. You know, we're looking at a broken woman here, but she'll hardly ever admit it online, though. Give Jason the $40 for the Met you promised us. It was a verbal adult agreement. I won't back down anymore. Now pay up or I'll turn the heat up. And she says, yawn. Okay. So that's just another one. So let's go back to this video. But guys, thanks for hanging out. Please like. And yeah, let's get back to this one. This was a good one.
There was no marks. Oh, and this DA dude, he's such an asshole. He's like, I'm intending to prosecute you at the full extent of the law. Why? He's this like young, up and coming 20-year-old fucking lawyer who thinks he knows fucking all. You know, like, but do you really have a case if both parties say nothing happened? Like, how do you have a fucking case? I don't fucking get it. No, it's Friday. Monday, I'm gonna go and get a lawyer unless Jason gets me one first. I don't know. He might be getting me one first. And with him, he would. So I don't know. There was no physical marks on him. That's the
not
thing.
true.
There's no
It's on
physical
his
marks.
arms.
We said something didn't happen that they wanted to happen. All I wanted was to get some mental help, go to the fucking hospital. That's all I wanted, was to go to the hospital and get some fucking help. There's no domestic violence in the home. That's the thing. They made that up. And both of us are saying it. That is not like that. It was sex play. They know we have this sex with, right? And they automatically think that we do it to like assault each other.
Ew. All right, hold on to that ew, folks. Okay, so thank you, David, for showing me that. So this is actually Rev's current channel, the Serve Jesus 562. So if you can't find it, it's at Serve Jesus 562. Okay, nothing's on here, of course, And you know what? I'm sure Shanny made him delete his videos. At least I could believe that. So if anyone was curious, there it is. Back to the video. Thank you all for hanging out. I do appreciate
play,
it.
you idiots. Of course I have money for the lawyer.
What lawyer?
You know?
Man, she going bald a little bit.
But I mean, right, shake my head. The government gets into things they don't understand. You might have to get a lawyer and fight this. I am. Monday. I know exactly. It's right across the road. And
if Rev wants to talk all about God and signs and all that, then I'll say this. Maybe God was trying to give Rev an out in 2019 before shit hit the fan, with the pandemic and everything, and before he got in trouble. Because at this point, he was just a victim of her. He still had a good amount of money. He didn't get that Colorado condo that really buried him. I think this was his wake up call. Hey, you should get out of this relationship while you can. Otherwise, you're going to have more problems. I really do. Because as soon, and that Shanny was holding that in the back of her head, I want to get this guy to go to jail so bad. She hated going to jail. And she said that she was in a room with her and 7 other women, and they were all naked on one mattress. I don't believe that, because just Shanny and one other person, and that mattress is full as it is. I mean, really, they have got king size mattresses in jail.
he's actually the top lawyer in the country, or in the area, not country, in the county. But I mean, I'm doing the best I can right now and messaging people. A minute, I'm gonna put on, I need to.
Oh, she muted it here. I'm gonna move it up though then. But yeah, she was at the Hilton Hotel at this point because she had no place to go. As soon as she got out of jail, she was not allowed to see him. But we know that, Shane doesn't really listen to rules that well. I'm sure she was having Rev meet her outside.
It just doesn't stop. All right, so I need to try to calm my ass down and relax. I have to pick up my boys soon, so there's that. So I get to see my boys. I get to see my husband. My email, it should be segattis07@gmail.com. Thank you. I do need people to talk to at this moment. I never wanted this to happen. I did not want this to happen. I don't know why the police thought this is proper to do. What shitty fucking decisions they made. And I wasn't even interrogated. I wasn't read my Miranda rights.
You don't need your rights read when his wrists were read enough. You kidding me? If there's proof of abuse happening, they don't need to read you shit. That's only if they have to go digging for this stuff. But if the if the proof is there, they don't have to read you nothing. I mean, from what was told to me.
I didn't get any of that.
Wow, look how clean her teeth look here.
I didn't get a phone call.
You know, like, how is sometimes she has teeth and sometimes she doesn't? I mean, I don't think she wears dentures. I mean, damn, it really, right at, like within a few short years, they fell out. And like I'm not trying to talk shit about that. Oh, of course, everyone has teeth issues, but like she has none left. And a person who had like 700 grand, but it's weird that right here that there's more teeth than. Sorry. Yeah, 1 second. 1 second there.
I wasn't interrogated. I wasn't.
Okay. I got it. Wow, that one was kind of a confusing one. Oh. Sorry about that, folks. Thanks for just hanging out. I do appreciate that. Appreciate you. Please like. But I'm sorry about all that bullshit. All right, so let's get back to this, and then I will show you the last one of those messages. Yeah, up in my house, if I had like upstairs everything hooked up to one thing. So if you run like a hair dryer while you have like an air conditioner, because it's like 80 degrees where I am outside, it'll trip it up. And I guess they didn't realize that I had the air conditioner on, because usually I don't have that on. But here, let's get back into this. But thank you all for hanging out.
You're not. All you are is an abused person that has really bad coping techniques and blows up on people because it's a defense mechanism and I need help from it. It doesn't happen often. That's the thing. It doesn't happen often. It's just like when stress starts building up, and I know it's the stress what happened online and everything, and dealing with my kids and dealing with Jason and all that. And then the G-Man thing, and it just all just built up, and I didn't realize the stress level was building up because I was so focused on taking care of my family. And then it happened, and I blew. I'm sorry I did it. Because, you may call me an awful person all you want. But me slapping someone across the face, I don't think is equivalent to being naked on a concrete floor in fucking solitary confinement.
Yeah, that's not how that happened.
Being completely ignored with no water or no food or anything.
No, I thought you were ignored. She drinks her Baja Blast. I mean, seriously, she was there for what? A day, if that? Probably more likely a day, And they, that the judge looks at her priors and says, hey, maybe you should stay here or get out. Depending on her prior arrests and if she looks like a flight risk. Her talking bad about the police and everything, I don't think that helps her case. If she wants to say that the jail sucked, and then, that's something different. But as you guys have seen from her arrest video, all the stuff with the police were being as fair as possible. And I'm sure that jail was as fair as possible as well. It's just, it doesn't, in her head, everything's like the worst.
And now I can't see the love of my life or my babies. I'm stuck in this hotel. I'm still getting those chest pains that are so sharp. And I don't know if they're stress.
Yeah, all the time. All the time. It's always jail, hospital. Never just home and dealing with shit like the rest of us. Me personally, I don't want to have to go to a damn hospital. Hospitals are dirty, they take forever. And like so many people have told me, that called a wellness check on them recently, she didn't even go to that hospital because that story had so many holes in it. She went to one hospital and she was staying there and they were trying to get a ride home. And then next day, all of a sudden she shows up. 3-day hold. She's only there a day and a half. But then the whole time the police are saying there's a male and a female in that house. So yeah, to me, that's just another lie. Another lie to grift people out of money.
The emergency room thinks it's stress. They took the x-rays. Oh, I don't have breast cancer either. They checked that out too. So I don't have myocardial.
Yo, did you hear that? But did you guys hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? See, there was a reason why I'm playing this video. Because I just want to shatter anything that she has about getting people to think that she has cancer, getting people to think that she has breast cancer, anything. Because she forgets she has these things checked out already. She has used these excuses.
How to? So I don't have cardiomyopathy. I don't have breast cancer, thank God. But what I do have.
Yeah, right there. I don't have it. So when people say that she said that she had something back in the day, she also says she didn't have it back in the day. So you heard it here first, folks. When she ever does come back, you have to tell her, Shanny, you said years ago that you didn't have breast cancer and you had it checked out at the hospital. Well, why are you saying it again if everything's all good? Because this is her grifting ways, folks. It's just the same things over and over again.
It's like a horrible case of anxiety. And I don't know how to stop it. Because it's triggered so easily, you know. I think when I go to therapy, I think I'm going to have to ask for some like anti-anxiety drugs. Because I don't realize how bad it's gotten. It's just so much has happened. It's like I'm dealing with the loss of my parents and my family and the TV and dealing with Jesus, alcoholism, and then dealing with my boys growing up. It's just like there's one thing and then another thing and then another thing all piled up at once, and it just.
And like the video I just showed you when they were out drinking, partying, she didn't care earlier that day. She only cared when she had to get arrested for attacking him, and now the world is crumbling down around her. You know, if she gave a shit that much about this alcoholic around her 2 innocent boys, then she should have made sure that alcohol never touched his lips. You know what I mean? You should make sure that demon on his back wasn't going to emerge. You know, you can figure out, you can dissect everything she says and realize that she's full of it. Because you'd be like, well, if you cared that much, why'd you let him drink in the first place?
I blew. I'm so sorry. I blew. I was taking care of everyone else but myself. But maybe.
Hey, Jillian, what's
maybe
up?
staying in this hotel room and waiting for the restraining order to be over, it might be good for me. You know, because I've never really had time alone. I did bring this up to myself, but at the same time, I didn't either because I have a mental condition that I can't help. I can't help. So it's like, it's a bunch of things and a bunch of reasons. But I ultimately did bring this on to myself. You know, because I needed to take care of myself. And I didn't, because I was taking care of everyone else. But I'll get through this. I always do. I always do. You know, but I think it's wrong. When you see someone suicidal, you arrest them and you put them on. I guess that's the law here. And like I said, I only slapped
A little pull for you
just
guys.
to get him out of my face. It was fucking stupid of me. And I called the police because I wanted. Hey, don't be messing on Trump, okay?
Oh, what's
I'm
this?
staying at a nice hotel. Well, I'm not gonna be hating on Trump.
Yeah, so remember, she hates Trump so much, right? No, this was the time when she loved the guy. Like everything else, folks, she flip-flops.
But
There you go. No. 100% no.
It still hurts. But I do take responsibility. I do know I lost my shit and I lost my temper. And I need to fix this thing in my head. When I get cornered, I black out and I fucking pop. I don't know what causes that in my head. Because I'm not a violent person. But when I'm cornered, though,
Yeah, right.
when I feel like that male aggression on me, I pop. The same thing happened with Chris's brother. He started getting in my face and started pushing me.
Yeah, she's talking about when she ran after her ex-husband's brother with a hatchet, folks. With a hatchet. She wasn't just using her bare hands and her bare feet. She was using her human hands and a hatchet. So, yeah. And guess what? She also got the cops called for that one. Because at that time, she ran after the dude with the weapon. And this ain't just like a baseball bat. A hatchet could do some serious damage. You can cut someone's arm off, the finger with a hatchet. I bet he was scared because Shanny, you'll see in this video, she big. She a big gal. And I'm sure that's an intimidating presence.
And I popped. I don't like men who... I don't want male aggression on me.
She doesn't want male aggression on her. The only aggression that comes out of there should be from her. She wants everyone to be like, "Oh, Shanny, oh, I'm sorry. We know you can't control yourself." I mean, in my opinion, she probably never should have had those kids alone ever. I mean, and I hate to speak ill of the dead, but her parents, when they were alive, they saw the way Shanny treated the kids, and they were peeing in bottles and putting them underneath the bed. And again, I don't blame the children. Mom says to do something, the kids say, "Okay, mom." It's definitely not their fault. But if I was Shanny's parents, I would have been like, "Why do you do that? Why are you telling them they can't come downstairs? That's a lie. No, we don't want them to pee in bottles and put them underneath the bed. We want them to go to the bathroom like a normal person." I never would have trusted her with anything. An animal, nothing. I mean, she had a guinea pig froze. She has the kids, they got taken away. She can't take care of anything. Give her a hermit crab.
I think that's understandable. I know I'm sick.
Yeah, she blacks
I know
out.
I have mental problems. And maybe it's a good thing this happened because I can find some kind of help.
Hey,
I wouldn't mind taking a...
What's up? I hope you're doing good.
Domestic violence course or something like that, or an anger management course.
That's
just
right.
Something.
That's right. She messed the truck up as well. Thank you. That's right.
And to show me what would be a better way how to
writing this stuff
what's
down.
a better way how to deal with a situation like that when you feel threatened. I've done therapy with hypnosis. It helped with my PTSD, and I think that's what it is. I think it's my PTSD that just... It's just like when I get male aggression on me, it's just like all of it, all the fucked up shit guys have done to me, all of it just comes back at fucking once, and I just it's like pop. And I've done his hypnosis with DBT therapy, and it does help for a lot. It does when you first have it done, it works. It calms you down and shit. But you have to constantly go under hypnosis for it to constantly be that. That's ready. But I mean, I used to also do self-hypnosis, but it's as a Christian now, I don't know if hypnosis is a good thing to do. But at the same time, I need help. I can't live my life like this.
Oh yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why the brother confronted her. She went after him because the brother was blowing up her spot. Because the brother wasn't living there with them permanently. He was only temporarily staying there. And when Chris, her ex, would go to work, Shanny be cheating on him all day with Rev, with the phone stacks and stuff. Apparently paying some of their bills.
Blowing up and blacking out and attacking the people I love due to my own fucking problems that I deal with. I can't do that. It's not good for them at all.
Exactly true, boo.
And they deserve a lot better. They deserve a lot better than that.
Yeah, and that's really what I try to show here, Trubu, that that no matter what, you can look past, present, and future. It's always the same stuff. Whether she has money or doesn't have money, or has things or don't have things, it's the same thing. Now, to me, I would think, well, if she never gave Rev that alcohol that day, none of this stuff would have ever happened. You know, I feel like if somebody's a past alcoholic or addict, and then you meet them and you didn't know them from that time, and then they say that they are, and then they that, and then they party, that other person comes out. This is a person that Shanny did not know, and this is a person that can't probably be manipulated when they're drinking, but when they're sober, it's a different story. When they're sober, oh my God, they're so apologetic, but when they're drinking, they protect themselves. I've seen this before, so I knew then, like, oh, you're gonna get to them.
You could use weed as there. I can't use any substance, controlled substances right now until after the court case. So as the time being, I am completely and 100% sober, and going to be as painful as it's going to be not having the THC system. I did ask though, can I still get CBD? And they said, yes, you can still use the CBD, but not the THC. And I was like, okay, I'll take the CBD. I think that's what you'll be seeing on my Wakey Bakes is me like for a while using CBD products instead of the THC products. But I don't know when the next Wakey Bake is going to be because I'm still trying to figure shit out. I mean, this is all new. This just happened. Like, this literally just happened.
So yeah, even here back then, she was already having ideas about. Well, she didn't say Delta 8. I don't think Delta 8 existed yet, but she was talking about doing CBD vapes and shit like that. It was always in the back of her head. Like, well, if I had to, can I get away with getting this and without getting in trouble? I mean, at this point, I don't know why she just doesn't go and just get regular, get her medical card. She don't have to have kids to worry about anymore.
Are you going to court? I'm going to the courthouse tomorrow, and I'm going to see if I can get this restraining order pulled. And so is Jason. We don't want this. We don't want our family separated. We love each other. We love each other. I could never do that. I could never leave my family. As fucked up as I may be, I still love my family.
Yeah. Wow. This aged so poorly.
I still love my family. And I'm so sorry I did that. But then again, it's like, when you fucking mentally go, when you're mentally fucked up, that shit happens. Do you know they don't have a mental ward in this area? That's why I went to jail. They don't have a mental ward in this area.
Yo, you were such a liar. Do you know they have a mental ward here? Yeah, by the way, that's why I went to jail. You could tell the mania is setting in the faster she talks. It's like her lies need to keep up with her mouth.
They have like a crisis center where you can talk to someone, but they don't have a mental ward. You have to go down to Denver in order to go to a mental ward. And it's like, what the fuck?
No, you went to jail for hitting Rev, not for your mental illness. But keep going.
I wish I knew that when I moved here. Because I need to live in a place where there is a mental ward nearby. Because once in a while, I do need it. I do need that time to fucking chill out. That time to, talk to just doctors.
Like it's a vacation.
And I know it sounds fucked up to people who are norm. But your girl's messed up in the head. I've been abused my whole life, so I've gotten really bad fucking mental disorders because of it.
All this because she hit Rev with the fetish whip after they were both drunk as hell. All day. She didn't care that Rev was driving drunk with the kids in the back seat. She didn't care that they could have gotten to a car accident. Worse. And like Rev said, he fell off the wagon, right? Like he literally did. He was not on that wagon. And if he wasn't on that wagon, they should have been taking Ubers or taxis or something. And they definitely have them in Colorado. But they didn't do that. So I just think it's funny that all this upsettingness because she had to spend a night in jail.
And I end up being abusive too. And I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be like them. But I'm so lonely here. It's so quiet. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to sleep. I miss.
No, it definitely isn't. Basic care is definitely not a vacation. I mean, when I was like 13, I was like in a place for like a day, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can't say dumb shit at home, otherwise I'll be here. It's like almost like a scared straight program. Remember they used to have those things, they put you in a jail, and they'd be like, oh yeah, beat the crap out of you, you come here. I think everyone should experience that. Where you could be. But then from 13 years old on that, I was like, I'm not depressed anymore. I'm totally fine. But knowing that, I couldn't imagine going there as an adult, especially if you have to be there against your will. I mean, I don't know. I know some places people say good things, but with Shanny, it's never about that she has a mental issue that she's trying to fix. She doesn't know what's wrong with her. And, like, I'll never knock on that. If some people do need it, I understand that. But with Shanny, she's using that as a shield. She's using it as an excuse. Well, I got to go away. And more than likely, she does not go away. She pretends to go away. She only goes places when she's forced to.
Miss my man.
For the child abuse.
I miss my husband so much. He was such a sweetie pie. I went in the courtroom and I saw him there. I didn't think I was going to see him. And there he was, telling me he loved me. Jason was there after I did that. He loves me.
Oh, okay, Charlie.
He would do that to someone if he didn't love them. And he was there for me.
Do anything.
He's still there for me. It's just, we can't talk.
Isn't this funny? She did it. She did. Well, really, the police did. They took her. They saw that Rev was the one who was beat up. She wasn't, not a scratch on her, and they took her. It has nothing to do with love or not love. It has to do with they saw that she was the abusive one in that relationship.
Talk. Too bad we can't do that spiritual talking that we used to do together. Like all night long, I was hearing Jason's voice saying, "Shannon, are you okay?" I don't know if it was just in my head, but it sounded so audible. I love that man so much. I love him so much. I know he can be messed up sometimes too. So I messed up too, but it's more than that between us. We look beyond our fucked up selves, our messed up selves. We look beyond that with each other. Because we know we're both messed up, but at the same time, it's like we want to be there for each other because we're the only people we have.
Wow. You see? And now imagine, guys, imagine. Remember, you look at Rev, you think, man, why can't this guy get his act together and see that she's manipulating him? I mean, I can hear it. I could hear it in her voice. If I was Rev, none of this would ever work on me. But then at the same time, I've dated more than just one female or one person in my life. Once you date more than one person and you know that, oh, this is when you start bullshitting me. This is a pattern. There's other people use that, it's your gaslighting, manipulation. Oh, I see. And then you'll see that when you meet somebody else and then they start saying the same stuff. And then you realize you pick up on it a lot quicker. But with Rev, he really has no other person to compare it to. And he thinks when people like us say that to him, he thinks we're just saying it to break them up. And like, no, it has nothing to do with breakups. Ask anybody else. Ask a relationship counselor what they think. Show them these videos. Don't mention anything about people or reaction channels. Just show them the video and ask them if they think that this is a domestic abuse thing.
I don't have anyone else but Jason and those boys. Like, all through the police station and the hospital, you're asking me, do you have this person to stay with? You have friends? No.
I'm willing to bet that Rev was there at this hotel. Why? because she's drinking a Baja Blast. Oh yeah, that's right. What's Rev's favorite drink? A Baja Blast. Just saying. Shanny hates that drink, by the way.
It sucks being me. And it sucks that I have no fucking support. But that's okay. I have myself. I'm fucking strong. I can fucking do it.
Don't you feel bad for her yet?
But I miss my husband. And I miss my kids. And I hope to God this works out and that restraining order gets put away with. Because I need my family. We are your only friends who are left online. I know, isn't it fucked up? It's so lonely. But it's
yeah, Dave, you know what I really think, truthfully, I think, bro, that Rev thinks that he won't get to anybody else. I really think it comes down to that. You know, and again, I just wish he would have just dated maybe in high school. I know his mom was very, you know, I think she homeschooled him. She had a very sheltered life. But if he would have just dated one person in it when he was younger, maybe even a neighbor, anybody, I think he'd have just another person to compare his relationship to. But I totally think, because Shanny's told him many times that if Shanny goes, then Rev, he'll have nobody. He'll be alone.
It's like my friends in Minnesota. Yo, fucking. It's so funny. I gave my friend Drew $500 and I never heard from him since.
Oh yeah, Charlie. There's always someone out for somebody else. You know, I'm sure somebody would take Rev. You know, even I mean, come on, she don't have him just paying all her bills, but she has him wiping her ass. I mean, that's commitment. That's commitment.
I haven't heard from him since. Like, it's almost like he just fucking took my money and ran. It's like, thanks, fucking Drew. I thought you were actually cared about me, but I guess not. You know, and then my best friend Angel took my husband. He fucking dumped me. It's like, can't you look beyond my mental disorder and see that I'm just a hurt person that just wants to be loved? Can you see beyond that? Jason sees beyond that. He sees it. He knows I'm hurt.
Bring it up a little bit.
I miss my husband and my kids. I want my husband and my kids. I want my babies. I'm so alone. What am I doing here? Look, I don't have any purpose without them. I really don't. I don't have any purpose without them. There's no, like, without them, all I want to do is just lie in a ball and cry. Like, I told the hospital, like, don't let me go. I don't want to go. My anxiety is
I'm sure she told the hospital that.
so high. They didn't give me any medicine for anxiety either. It's just like, fucking go.
You know what? I bet you that she went to the hospital right after jail, like to get out of jail as fast as possible. She probably told the jail that she had to go there and she's mentally ill and then not to, you know what I mean? Like, I bet you. Because in jail, they don't give a crap. You know, you could be detoxed on the floor. They'll throw you one Tylenol and say, good luck. They don't care because you're in jail and you got to suck it up and it sucks. But I could totally see that Shanny like saying that she's like in mental crisis and she needs to go somewhere. And again, she's not. She just got caught beating up Rev. And instead of thinking that they were going to take him, which I still do not understand why she would think the guy that she's beating on that has marks on his arms and legs, that they would take him to jail instead of her. Like, I don't understand that. But I do think she learned though from that mistake. Definitely. She had her ducks in a row for the time she called the cops on him.
I don't know. Maybe I just need to just sleep. But my heart is completely broken. And it's my fault. It's my fault. I did it to myself. Because I have a mental disorder and it just won't go away and heal. Don't damage someone you love. Stop canceling people out.
Hey, Debbie. Yeah, right.
Because it really does kill them inside. It makes them feel so alone. Like this loneliness, I feel it's just.
Hey, Jessica. Yeah, she can't say to be alone. That should be a red flag in itself. Yeah, it definitely. Well, there's no one to. Who's she going to manipulate herself? You know, there's no one there to manipulate. Do the things that she doesn't feel like doing, like cleaning her rear end.
Beyond any comprehension. Like I always had my boys.
She
I
acts
don't even
like
have
it.
them now. I don't have a friend.
It
I don't have a
comes and
mom or
goes.
dad, brother or sister, aunt or uncle. I have no one. But myself.
It's all easy. I don't know too much about that. I just know that they people did call. I mean, of course they call. I mean, you have this person begging online for money, and then once she gets terminated, she talks about, oh, I'm going to end myself because of these channels, and it's like, oh, you are. Well, we're going to make sure that that doesn't happen to you, and you're going to be, the big girl that you say you are, and you're going to suck it up and understand that you were ban evading and you weren't even supposed to be on the platform. Not that people are picking on you, but people don't like you, but you're not allowed to be here. That was Google's decision, not ours. And when they get there, they say, "Oh, look, she's just sitting here on her fat ass." Oh, I guess we don't have to worry about taking her to a hospital. But yeah, I wish I knew more about that situation.
All I wanted was to get help. Not this. Help. I try to get help and I get even more isolated. I think the world wants to kill me. They just want me to take my life. They all make fun of me and laugh. They don't know how it feels to be me. To live in the insanity of my head. For every person you come across, you have to question. You literally have to question because you're afraid they're going to hurt you.
What happened?
And then you get paranoid and think they're going to hurt you and you sabotage that relationship.
Isn't it funny that she just went through this with that person? What was her name? Lisa, and she trusts them and everything. But she knew back in 2019 that you shouldn't trust anybody. So me thinks that that's some BS. That either she forgets saying all this stuff or she don't trust anybody. But she wants to claim she does, so you guys feel bad for her and give her donations. It's all about her getting donations and people pitying her, folks. Please like.
And I can't fucking help feeling this way and thinking this way, and I don't know what to do. And I can't help feeling isolated and insecure. I can't help feeling that way. It's like, I used to not feel that way. But once I just saw one person drop me after another person dropped me,
I know, right? Definitely casually.
it changes you. Being dropped like that. It changes you. I don't expect anyone to understand that, but it does change you.
I just hate the fact that I know there's people out there that could have benefited from all the money she's gotten from people that actually don't have nothing, can't figure out how to get it, and they don't know how to manipulate a person into doing everything for them. And you know what I mean? Like the money could have been better spent to some people that really, really need it. That's what really, gets me. People that are actually trying to be better, trying to do better, trying, but just can't seem to, they don't have a darkened soul where they will feel bad if they actually manipulate people for no reason, just because they're too damn lazy to get a job themselves.
Makes you lonelier and it makes you actually more isolated because you just don't want to give another human being a chance to hurt you. So you don't even look for friendships or relationships with anyone anymore because it's like, well, they all hurt me. Why should I even try again? Is that the right way to feel? I don't know. But it's like, I just want to be loved. And instead of loved, I'm pushed away.
All right, here let's read the last one because I do appreciate you guys hanging out. You know that was great. You know, I thought I would have came back and no one would have been here. So guys, really, thank you so much for hanging out there. My little power outage issue. I had to run downstairs and hit the breaker. But you know, it's life, right, folks? And you gotta laugh at it. That's something that Shanny has not figured out yet. You gotta laugh at life. Okay, this person says yawn, and Shanny says, "I need cigarettes. We both use the meth. CPS is full of shit permanently removing a mother from her kids because they need medicine. Fucked up world." Yeah, fucked up sentence. It's not meds, Shanny. You are a drug addict, scammers who are about to get locked up. At least give your cats to the neighbors. That's something we've been trying to do for years, but unfortunately where they are in PA, the animal control is kind of non-existent. Look, is this a Hershey's actually thinking about it emoji? Done with you. You are obese and screwed up your life and your kids because you are selfish and a liar. I can only pray the uncle sticks to his guns and has you and not Jason like he said out that house June 1st. Now, fuck him. Another easy one. Whoa. Whoa. Where's Jason's uncle? Send this video to him. I'll send the screenshot to him, even if it's not real. Because you know what? I totally believe that she thinks that. Because, okay, two things here that are very interesting. One thing is I heard June 1st as well. So that's kind of weird that someone would write that. Just saying. And another thing, so many times this past year, their uncle was going to kick them out. And it was Shanny loses her kids. Oh my God, feel bad for me. Shanny loses a friend. And now Shanny had to go to the hospital. And every time the uncle, all right, we'll extend it a little bit more because I think he pities them, folks. Go read your Bible, Shanny, and stop texting me. Bored of you. Get jobs. Okay. So there's that. And like I said, please take it with a grain of salt. I'm just sharing with the class. I always do, guys. Anyone in my community knows that's just how I roll. I just share things. I talk about them. I share my opinion. Not saying I believe or disbelieve. I'm just saying I can't independently verify it. Let's get back to this video. Guys, thank you for hanging out. I really do greatly appreciate it. I appreciate you. Please like.
She was horrified. Something has to be done about this area that it's inhuman. It's inhuman to strip someone down and have everyone watch you naked.
That's jail.
This is human.
This is human. But seriously, that's jail.
I feel violated. I feel so violated. Solitary confinement naked in a class area. That's how you fucking stop people from committing suicide. Yeah. You may have seen them not kill themselves, but you certainly made them really realize how fucking cruel the world is. To make them realize that maybe death would be an easier place to be. Because that's how you treat people who want to die. You throw them in jail. Naked on a cold fucking concrete floor. Like it was a fucking animal. So call me a horrible person all you want, but I dare you to go through that. I think it's fair. Being humiliated like that. I'm a Christian woman. You know how that is, being naked and just doing this. And everyone's watching you. And it wasn't just cops either. People could see it too. Other inmates could see it.
Oh, stop.
Cruelty beyond cruelty.
She's so full of it.
I really think I should sue them for that because it's inhumane. It's inhumane. I don't know how else to put it, but it's inhumane. I got the mental reward. Ward. They don't do that when you're suicidal. They let you have clothes to wear. They won't let you touch any objects that could hurt you, like razors or anything like that. They let you wear clothes. And they let you sleep in a bed with blankets and pillows. At least they try to keep you comfortable by, giving you food and water. I only had two little tiny fucking Dixie cups of water. And they found that acceptable. They thought that was good, and they were so fucking cold. So fucking cold.
What'd she just say about humiliation? Yeah.
And that bitch that kept fucking screaming.
I mean, it's only humiliating if it's happening to Shanny. Remember that, folks. Rev, she don't give a shit. She could shave his head, make him look like a Smurf, all she wants. But if she gets humiliated, oh my God, stop the presses. Give her some money. Give her some Delta 8. She needs to chill because she can't deal with the male aggression, folks.
All I wanted to do was just close my eyes and just get some sleep. But I'll say Duluth wasn't like that. Duluth police station was not like that at all. As soon as I went in there, they clothed me. They made sure I was fed. I had water. Here, they don't give a fuck about you. And you know what? I wasn't shut up.
Yeah, right. Reason to range. You're absolutely right. And you know what? Shanny can turn around and say, well, she didn't technically say she had this or that. Like, okay, sure, you didn't technically. But when she was like, yeah, it's probably cancer. And you know what? If you looked on her Twitter, it was always, it's 100% cancer. It's 100% MS. If between her YouTube videos and the Twitter, it looked like she was, she can skate around the lines. But to anyone else, they would think, I think this person has cancer and they're asking for money. Again, I don't know why they would need any type of money. Usually that, their medical can take care of it.
My mouth with the police. I was calling them cruel and inhumane. I was calling them cruel and inhumane because they need to know they're being cruel and inhumane to a woman who's just going through mental shit. Like, if that is how you treat people who have mental disorders, shame on you. Shame on you, Boulder police. You treated me like an animal. You be stripped down and have everyone look at you and see how you feel.
You see how quick she can just stop crying? That's how you know it's not real.
Like, at least I know for a fact Jason's there. We may not be talking together, but we've always had this spiritual connection, and he was there today, and he's gonna be there tomorrow, trying to fucking get rid of this fucking restraining order because he thought it was bullshit. I went to jail too. It's like, why are you going to jail? Why is she going to jail and not pressing charges on her?
And there was they did not do that. They did not do that. She went to the judge and he went to the judge and they're like, all right, you guys gonna is she gonna stop hitting you? Yes. Are you gonna press charges? No. And that's where it went. And because like the police said in that video, Rev wasn't pressing charges. The state of Colorado was pressing charges because they witnessed it. So how can Rev, I'm just trying to point out facts here, guys. How can Rev take back something that he didn't even put in place in the first place? It was the police, and it was up to them to dismiss the charges.
Oh, it's just the Boulder police. We have to go fucking press charges. Why? She didn't hurt me. It's just part of protocol. No, I know exactly what it is. It's part of your MK Ultra fucking shit you like to do to me.
No, it's not.
It's your Masonic fucking shit you like to do. Good, you got your Masonic little hit on the fucking Christian female. But the whole time I was crying out, Abba, Father, Jesus. Well, I didn't give up my faith even then. Because Paul went through the same shit. And Peter. They went in and out of jail too. It's okay. I get the police have a thing against me. They see someone with borderline personality disorder, and they're like, oh, nah. Treat her like fucking shit. No, I'm okay. I'm in a hotel room. I'm safe. It's nice. It's a Hilton. I'm good.
Oh, she's at the Hilton.
I just miss my family. I miss my family a lot. I'll be okay though. I always pull through. I always pull through. But I did not deserve what I got. I didn't deserve that at all. I encourage anyone to go through that and see how they turn out. See if they feel like they deserve that. Do you think any person deserves to be fucking naked on a concrete floor? Be washed by everyone?
Ew.
Do you think?
I like again. It's hard for me to believe that, but yo, check this out. I just want to do a little update on the change.org, for Shanny that the channel known as Strader put together, and like I've been saying from the beginning, you did a good job. You put the videos together to have everyone kind of make up their own mind. And now again, you'd be saying, why would you want to put this in? Because Shanny and Rev will just be back. She will be back. That will happen. Every time I've been watching her, she always comes back to YouTube. This is the platform she really wants to be at. So where were we at? 710, 715 the last time I checked? 893 signatures. Oh, yes. So awesome. So close to 1,000. This thing's gonna hit. It's definitely gonna hit 1,000. We have more than 107 away from 1,000. So good job on all you folks. If you do want to sign that, you don't have to put in your real name. You know, you just put the information down. You can make a fake email, whatever you want to do. Just sign it. Just make sure so people can see that we ain't messing around anymore. You know, no matter what, she needs to be taken down. And all you have to do is go to change.org and then just put her name in, ShannyForChrist, all one word, and this will pop up like this. You'll see this cancer, fraud, child abuse. Click on it, and then you're right there. So just in case anyone does feel like signing it, I've been showing it every video because I want to make sure, like, someone did put their work into it. And I want to make sure that, they can get as many signatures as possible. And I have no problem sharing it. I have no problem promoting it. Back to the video.
Justice. No, it's not proper justice. It's wrong how they treated me. It was wrong. And you know what? They put me on suicide watch, by the way. Because I said I wanted to be with Jesus. Why they put me on suicide watch? That would fucking explain.
Because Shanny, no one deals with your let's move her up a little bit. No one understands your wording, okay? They don't know that you're ShannyForChrist. I think she actually expects people to know. She thinks she actually really legit is YouTube famous. That's not a lie, guys. She thinks that. They go up to the restaurants, they go to like Dunkin' Donuts, and she'll be like, "We're YouTube famous," and they'll be like, "Yeah, whatever." It's silly.
So thank you, Masonic Brotherhood. I want to thank you for what you've done, but you're not going to win. You never do, because Jesus got my back. Chris is Masonic. He's got a lot of family Masonic leanings.
Maybe this is why people come at her. We always say here, karma. She likes to throw it out, but she doesn't like it when she gets it back. And she loves to talk about people's families and stuff. Never shows any proof of anything. She just like spouts stuff out. So maybe that's why the karma comes back. But she won't realize that until it's too late.
I am not destructive around the people I'm around. I'm not destructive, okay? I can be destructive once in a while, but it doesn't mean that it's constant destruction. What happens? What usually happens is they do something to hurt me, and I blow up inappropriately. But they never wanted to admit it. It's the only time I ever blow up is when I feel like I'm being threatened.
Again, not true.
Or harmed by someone.
You were threatened and harmed by your own kids? Really? That's why you blew up on them and yelled at them because you were threatened? You were threatened by Rev? Little riffraff there? He's like he's not even he's like not even half, he's less than half of her size. There's no way she felt threatened by Rev.
Time. Other than that, I'm usually fucking cool as watermelon. Just freaking chill as shit. You know? Like, I'm happy just being on my computer smoking pot all day. That makes me happy.
I agree with that one.
It keeps me calm and it keeps me out of trouble.
All right, out of all this video, of everything tonight, that statement I definitely agree with. All day.
I miss my husband so much. I wish he was here. Feel his arms around me.
He's just talking about Chris.
Have him tell me you feel so good. And then I turn around and start kissing him. And you know the rest. That's usually how it works out with us. But I truly do love that man. And always will. No matter what. You know. I don't know. I think people need to figure out how to deal with people who have mental disorders instead of making them into criminals. Because people with mental disorders aren't criminals. They're hurt people that need help.
Well, again, if that's how you feel, then you probably shouldn't be online. You know the rules. You know how people can be. Not everyone's not always going to like you, especially if there's receipts of things, like actual receipts of things. Your own videos, for instance. Your parents. I mean, really, this has gone beyond. Well, this person said this, and I don't know. This creator said this, and I don't know. I'm not sure. This has gone way, way past that. Her own parents, mother, father, went online and talked against her. I mean, after that, I feel like you got nothing left. You got nothing. You know, the people who brought you into this world can't stand you.
I need therapy, not jail. I need to find a way how to heal from all the shit I've gone through. That's what I need. So I don't keep putting it out on other people. It's not fair to them. And I put my past onto them. It's not fair. But I'm an idiot. I admit it. I did wrong.
Wow! Finally, she did wrong. So is she saying that she's an idiot because they get her mad and then she attacks her family, and that's not her fault? That's other people's fault for getting her so mad. I mean, I don't know. That's a weird way of her taking responsibility.
I miss my husband. I miss him so much. I took the pillows from the other bed and put them on my bed just so I can feel like.
Just so she can beat the pillow and be like, "Wipe my ass." No, I'm kidding.
There's someone next to me. I'm sure he's probably doing the same thing. Probably has a shirt of mine or something, or my robe, and selling it.
Yeah, or doing worse.
He was there though. He was.
He was already going out and buying doll torsos as soon as Shanny went to jail.
He loves me. He really does love me. And he understands that at times I get weak and scared and I do stupid shit.
Yeah,
but ultimately, he loves me.
That's because
he's
a
sucker. I will
sucker.
do everything to get back to you, baby. Because you are the love of my life. Ugh. Sucks so bad. Being alone. I hate being alone. I hate being alone. I saw that Hannah tried to call me.
I might have
I don't
something to do after this tonight.
know.
But maybe
I'm
later
so
on.
mad over her talking shit about me to fucking Brett Eaton. But I need someone to talk to. Am I that fucking desperate?
All right, I'll bring up a little bit.
I was in the jail's mental ward. Or like solitary confinement.
She understands what jail is.
It's embarrassing, it is, but I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, because, you know, I might as well be honest. You know, I'm sure people would be wondering if I was silent about it, what the fuck is going on? Why do I keep seeing Shannon in a fucking hotel room? Right? Well, I'm gonna be honest. I was an idiot. I freaked out and ended up in jail. And now I
Because you attacked Rev, right?
have a restraining order on my family. And that's gonna be corrected fast.
I can't believe the police. I can't believe she was able to have her kids after this. You know, and I'm sure, you know, there's more to a lot of these stories. I'm sure that there was some counselor, you know, assigned. That usually that's how they do things. But really, they were so laxed with them. So laxed. In other states, they would have taken those kids away and, you know, put them in temporary foster care. And in other states, man, she would have been there for months. It's so just weird that she can just spend a day in jail and cry about it. And you know what I mean? Like in other states, it would be like a lot heavier punishment.
I just wish this didn't happen and went down the way it did, but God's will. I think He wanted me to do it this way. You know, He puts me in jail so I can preach to people. I swear to God, He does that. Because that's all I usually do in jail is preaching. Because, like, what else am I supposed to do? I'll freaking preach. I'll tell you, I preached those freaking cops' heads off for what they did. I rebuked the shit out of them for it. I said the Father isn't going to be proud of them for that.
Yeah, I'm sure they were like, "Oh no, we got another crazy one."
I even asked them, "Does it feel good? You guys are so fucking jaded and cold that you can't acknowledge human suffering right in front of your eyes."
Dude, you beat up Rev. They understood the human suffering.
Yeah, I'll talk to cops like that. I don't give a fuck. If you're gonna be fucking cruel to me, I'm gonna go and say it. You're being fucking cruel to me. I don't like fucking cruel people and people that do shit like that to them. You don't deserve to be hurt or your character maligned or anything like that. You know, you deserve to be loved and cherished. That's my take on it. But I'm gonna try to go to bed. I got a lot to do tomorrow. Thank you for listening to me. Please just try to be graceful with me because I went through hell and back today. And I still am going through hell, so just I'm telling this out of like I don't know why I'm saying it. I just need to talk to someone about it. You know, because I have no one to talk to. Thank you, Robin. Anyway, I'm gonna go. You guys have a good day. Peace, marinara.
Pizza marinara. All right. On that note, I wonder though, folks. I wonder if Rev was in that chat when she was making these videos. But that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you for sticking around. You know, I think it's the first time ever that my power went out. But now I know that if I have an air conditioner on, I can't be running no dryer in my computer. But that's fine. Guys, thanks. Please like on the way out. Subscribe if you're not. Consider donating or becoming a member. And I will see you on the next stream. There's also a Cash App. There's links below. Check out the channel Fat Corny Love and Rev's new channel, Jesus Serve Jesus 562, I think. Check out the change.org petition and just put Shanny's name in there. But that's it, guys. I will see you later on. Have a good night. Bye-bye.